helping together for such a great cause. Money goes to the runner's choice unless he wants to save the animals, in which case it goes to killing them. $50 donations from Mickley3. Hey guys, Mickley3 here. Had a great time this year being able to host and read everyone's wonderful donations on stream. And I really hope I'll be able to do it at future GDQs. Keep sending in those donations and let's show that AGDQ donation record who's boss. $50 donation from Anonymous. Been watching AGDQ/SGDQ for a couple of years now and can finally donate. All the runs have been great and looking forward to the rest of them. Thanks to all the hard work behind the scenes. I'm glad to donate to a great cause. Keep up the great work and save those animals. Alright, I'm going to now and head this over to Yellow Killer Bee, who will be hosting for a good portion of the rest of the night. Thank you.
I'm going to be your host for the upcoming N64 games. Coming up next is Mario Kart 64 by abney317. $32,706, and save is at $32,444. So currently Kill the Animals is winning, but only by a tiny little bit. You can keep giving your donations in. Donation here from J Ray, $100. Amazing how the speedrun route for Ocarina of Time has evolved over the years. Had to wait until the run was over to donate. It's too awesome. Love GDQ. Keep up the amazing work. we've got a $50 donation from Source. RNGesus was not looking out for Joden, but he owned that run. And another $50 donation from Shiny Tutule. Love what you guys are doing. Money goes to Runner's Choice. Death to Rock says, here's to a good run, Jodenstone. I was looking forward to your run as well as the Chrono Trigger 100%. GDQ is doing a good thing here. $30. Cosmic the Dolphin donates $15, $5 per death of my run yesterday. When SGDQ ends and we all sadly trot home, please drive safer than Abney drives that blasted cart. Runner's Choice. We've got $100 from Burly Nerd. Great runs, great cause. Keep doing what you do. We've got a $20 donation from Sudi McGee. Hey Abney, Sudi here. Sorry I couldn't make it as your personal cheerleader squad this year, but good luck and have fun with the zero frame jumps. Money goes towards Runner's Choice.
All right.
All right, let's go back.
You good to go? All set? Yep. All right. All right. Here we go. All right, so this is Mario Kart 64.
Nice.
And this is
All right,
skips
so
run.
this is actually the skips category. So what he did was he boosted into the DK and jumped over the wall into the tunnel, which saves a big amount of time.
About 11 or 12 seconds.
Yeah.
So now he's gonna grab an item and save it for the second lap, because what's gonna happen is a balloon's gonna spawn, and as it comes down, he can go through these items with the item that he just got, hit it, and then jump, and then get the blue shell that's always on the bottom of the balloon, which is gonna come in handy as soon as he gets to the end of the lap here. So then he can just continue like normal until he's right about coming to the end. Nice banana.
That banana. You see I'm going around doing these mini turbos. That's where like the smoke changes
Nice.
from yellow to orange.
Nice. So same concept as the first one. He uses
Yeah.
the blue shell to launch himself over the wall right as he crosses the finish line. If you time it right, you can make it so that you're closer to the wall, because if you're in the middle, you might get hit by some of the CPUs that just happen to be there.
Nice time.
1:11:11.
Yeah. And sometimes if you hit those, or rather miss the first two skips and you get a mushroom, coming out of the tunnel you can make a hard left and try to skip over that last wall.
Yeah, don't get that mushroom too much.
Moo Moo Farm has no skips that we know about. It is worth noting that the moles that pop out on each lap are RNG dependent.
Very useful item.
It's not very recommended to go over them unless you have what Beck currently has, which is the Ghost, in which case you don't have to care about any of that. But this one you just want to do just no skips, just mini turbos, good driving, trying to hit any wall or moles.
Okay, so a lot of the driving on this game is really based on how you do these mini turbos where you're flipping the joystick back and forth. made it through. And it's actually really a lot more, there's a lot more to it than you'd expect.
Yeah, it's actually quite technical.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to learn, but it can be pretty tough to really get it down to the point where you're optimizing those every time you do a mini turbo.
Yeah, it's very frame dependent. Like you have to hold it 9 frames back and then 1 frame in so that the smoke turns from white to yellow, and then 4 frames back, nice, and then 1 in again to make it red or orange.
So I'm actually holding start and mashing the A button on those point screens. It makes it go a little bit faster. There's no glitches. Well,
Oh, there's one.
there's no
Finish line.
skips exactly,
Right.
except for the built-in.
Yeah, this one was built into the course, so this one is actually okay for a no skips run as well, since it's pretty obvious that you want to go into that cave. But there is actually one glitch that's coming up at the end of the lap here. What he's going to do is he's going to grab the items over the ramp here, and he's going to go to the right of the right to the finish line, and it registers for a few frames that you're in 8th place. So as the item roulette is spinning, you can hit it right before you cross the finish line, and you will get an 8th place item, in which case, you know, you want a star, triple shrooms.
Not a blue shell.
Yeah.
Not too helpful. Oh, the banana. The CPUs are pretty sneaky.
Yeah, they love to put that banana right in your way.
The MK64 brothers, Philip and James, give $20. Time to watch Abney play the best game ever made, Mario Kart 64. Good luck on your run, buddy.
Nice one. We should probably take a second to do a coach call.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cool.
Sergeant Raven.
Yahoo! I'm Haddock, Toad enthusiast, if you couldn't tell.
So I'm gonna do something pretty strange here, and I'll be actually sandbagging for an item. And I'm wanting a star. I got
Triple red isn't too
yeah.
bad.
If I get a star here, this could be pretty good. No luck. I'm actually just gonna continue and go for the star again.
Yeah, ideally he wants to get a star so that he can go through the tunnel. And then right as the Lakitu says that you are heading in reverse, you can turn around and hit the star. And then it'll skip you a lap.
This is kind of an interesting shortcut because it was programmed into the game, and I think they intended you to go around this bend, kind of, but inside the train tracks. But it's a lot faster if you just keep going this way that I'm going, and go in from the opposite direction. So this wouldn't be allowed in a no skips run. It's not exactly the way they intended it, but you go in here, activate the star, turn around, and you skip a lap.
Ideally what he wanted was the triple red shells and then a star, so that, nice. Just so that he could set up the red shells, because if you fire them coming out right over here on the left, they'll actually hug the fence, and he can just coast into them, and it'll lift him over the fence. So he can use the star and then coast into the shells.
So I'm actually doing a quick reset here that just skips the trophy ceremony since the cup is over.
Takes forever.
Move on to the flower cup now. It's a pretty tough skip at the beginning of this track. So
Yeah, this
I'll
one's
try to
one
hit
of the
this.
most interesting ones, though. So what he did there was intentional. I'll tell you about that in a second. Nice. Very nice. Awesome. Yeah. So basically, right at the beginning of the lap, he wants to jump to the left and get picked up by the Lakitu. And what that does is it creates a small window of opportunity where the Lakitu will not come back and pick him up. And what you can do is you can just go off to the right where the track kind of crisscrosses, and then you can jump to the lower level.
And this actually ends up kind of messing up the sort of checkpoints, I guess you could call it, to where if I just jump into the wall right after I cross the finish line, it just warps me halfway across the track. Nobody exactly knows what's going on with the checkpoints there, but it makes this track go by quite a bit faster.
Yep, once you get it that first time, you can just cross over the finish line and just jump out, and Lakitu will pick you up and warp you over here.
Oddly enough, that warp at the end doesn't work on the Japanese 1.0 version of this game.
That's right.
They kind of broke something when they in the later versions.
Nice. Good driving.
I've got a nice donation here from Kezo, $3,333.
Wow, very nice.
Nice.
He says, awesome event.
That's
Thanks
awesome.
for making this possible. Much love. Money goes towards Runner's Choice.
All right, so on this one, we do not want to go forward. What you want to do is you want to back up and
Lost it.
It's a good save.
back up to the bridge and then jump onto the snow.
Actually, just skip a lap here.
He's going to set him back on the bridge again. He can just back up, hop onto the snow, cross the finish line, and it'll keep setting him back a lap ahead.
So it thinks I'm at the end of the lap each time I do this. And it's just over.
Nice. This next course is definitely a run ender for me.
The next 3 tracks are kind of the wall jumping tracks, so things can get pretty tough here.
Oh, yes. That one is so tough. It's essentially you have to be at the right angle, going right over that bump, and it's a frame perfect jump over that wall. Like it's a lot more often that you'll just tumble, but Beck is so good he got it first try. Nice,
Barely.
still made it. That's good. If he does miss one of these, there is a backup jump right next to where it's at. All right, so now you get to see the backup. Very nice. Yeah.
So sometimes, and actually what happened there is you get this weird scenario where it's a 0 frame jump that we've kind of started calling it, where you jump at the right time, but because of your speed, the frame that it will allow you to make one of those big jumps over the wall, it just doesn't let you over.
Right, it's literally impossible no matter what. You'll just tumble right away.
Yeah. So I'm going to be sandbagging for triple mushrooms here. Let's see what I get.
The mushrooms will allow him to jump over the wall on the right here if he gets it.
It's
a pretty good time save, but yeah, the RNG.
It's about the worst you can get, but not too bad because I can still get a single mushroom in first place.
Yep, 10%
Maybe be able
chance.
to attempt this. 2 lightnings, doesn't happen too much. Although I can sandbag for items again, probably. Nothing too good. I need a speed item, preferably a mushroom.
There's my boy Toad.
Alright, so I can go for
Nice.
this.
Nice. And you can use that mushroom to go to the left or to the right, but that was the better of the jumps. This sets you in front of the big green pipe.
Alright, this one's a pretty well-known shortcut. You're gonna be hopping over the wall at the start here.
Yeah, this one can be pretty short or pretty long depending on how well you get this. It's nice. Very nice. Awesome. It is a little easier to get over on the other side, but coming back it's a pretty tight window. And sometimes you can make it oh my god.
It's pretty much as good as you can hope for.
Wow.
Anything under 30 seconds
This is amazing.
It's pretty good. So this is a non-shortcut track. Not too much going on here besides just avoiding the
avoiding
penguins.
the penguins.
So probably a good time for donations.
All right, we've got a $100 donation from Tayman21. Great job, streamers, and keep up the excellent stream. We have a $30 donation from M and Joe, having a great time watching SGDQ. Good luck to all the runners, and thanks to all the staff for making this happen. And we have a $70 donation from Ivan Bear. Been an awesome event. Love the N64 block. Childhood hype.
Hype.
Also forget the animals. Wind Waker pajama party. Thanks. We've got a $20 donation from Jordan Logan Scorpion. Hey Abney, it's Scorpion. Good luck on your run, my man. Hoping for triple shrooms on Yoshi Valley. Here's 20 towards saving the animals. We got $30 from Biosharks. Started watching GDQ with the last event. Able to donate now, so I figured I'd toss a few bucks to a good cause. Since I can't think of a good incentive other than Chrono Trigger, put it towards that, please.
Nice. That was very clean
It's
driving.
flawless,
Yeah. No penguins, no falling into the water,
Yeah.
getting iced.
Falling into the water on this track can be pretty bad because you actually get frozen, and then it takes a while for you to
Break out.
Yeah, you can waste about 8 seconds.
Yeah, it's a pain, and if you get used to the cycles of the penguins, it can mess you up.
Yeah. All right, so there's an interesting jump here where I'm gonna get actually warped across the track.
Nice, got it. So what he's doing is he's jumping over the water, and you can see that little diagonal crease on the other side. He's aiming just to the right of that, and it'll warp him right onto the ramp. And now he's gonna jump, and as long as he hits the wall, he should be on the other side. Very nice.
And that second jump really doesn't save much time. Actually, I almost missed it. So it's usually pretty easy, but it can be risky to go for, considering that it really doesn't. It saves like a quarter of a second. So I probably won't bother with that one again. Although on lap 3, sometimes it can be useful to avoid the CPUs that are going to be in my way.
It's also worthy to note that the 8th place item glitch that we saw in Koopa Troopa Beach, you can actually do on this track as well, as long as you have a ghost. Since no items will roulette far enough for you to get to the finish line, you can go to the right on the grass, and same thing, you can activate the ghost and potentially steal a good item. And in case you didn't know, the ghost doesn't actually steal from a different player, it's actually just giving you nice.
The bounce is actually quite a bit slower, but at least it works. Next track is the last one of the cup. There's no skips here, so probably another good time to read donations.
All right, we have $50 from the Teal Universe. What even are speed limits? Best of luck, Abney. Triple shroom, please. Yahoo!
Yahoo! You're awesome, Teal.
We have $50 from Hitoshura. I was never expecting this run to be so amazing. Just had to donate during it. Shoutouts to True Chat. We have $30 from Nick13. Had to donate again since the best character is being used to break one of the greatest games. Go Yoshi, and more importantly, go Abney. Show us all how it's done. Donation goes to Runner's Choice for his great choice of character. We have $50 from Mike Friends, and here I thought that all those hours playing Mario Kart 64 in high school meant I'd seen it all. Awesome to see these marathons getting bigger and better, raising more and more money every year. And some people say this generation doesn't have a heart. Put this $50 towards Super Mario 64 any % race. Keep up the great work. Deep Fried Tank gave $30. Had to donate for Mario 64. If my 10-year-old self could see this, donation goes to Runner's Choice.
Well, we do have a second. I do want to plug the Speedruns live race that's actually coming up for the Get Yourself Speedrunning, which is going to be happening Saturday after the one coming up on August 8th. It's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's going to be a no-skips race, and I encourage anybody of any skill level to just come and participate.
All right, so this one is another pretty big lap skip where I'll be just turning around right off the start.
So he's going to be turning around, and he's going to go and land himself up on one of these circles here. And what he wants to do is he wants to make it so he hits like just to the left of that corner, just enough so that he falls back into the cave, and you see that he just skipped all the way to first place. And now he's going to do that again, and then it's going to go lap by lap by lap until it's over. And if you go too far left, you won't clip and get the...
Like that.
Just like that. You won't skip a lap. If you go too far right, you could potentially go back into the jungle, or there's like this in-between where you will actually get the lap, but then you'll fall below the entire stage, and you'll fall into the water. Nice. Nice. Very nice. That was good. Now this is going to be a game changer coming up.
Yoshi Valley.
Yeah.
It's pretty much triple shrooms or nothing. And I have to drive around the entire track if I don't get mushrooms. If I get some sort of speed item, I might be able to just do the shortcut once, though. But triple mushrooms
Is the ideal.
pretty big time save.
So what he wants is a star, mushroom, triple mushrooms is what he really wants, because then he can line it up and do the skip. You could do it there.
Alright, so I'll save this mushroom until lap 3. Drive around. The lightning is pretty tough.
This is another course that also features a jump over that gap before the hairpin turn, and that one is also acceptable in the no skips run.
Yeah, I'll be doing that hairpin jump on lap 2, as long as I don't get hit by lightning again. I'm going this route on Yoshi Valley, which is actually the second fastest route, but it's a lot safer than the fastest.
Nice.
There's a lot of spinies in the way if you go the fastest route that's used for time trials.
Yeah, it's good if in 150 cc's if you get the ghost, because you can just go right through them. So now that he has a speed boost item, he's going to line himself up, and he's aiming for a particular spot on the wall, which is that big dark crease, which he got. Nice. And now Lakitu's going to pick him up, but when he sets him down, it's going to be over. Right as soon as he gains. Yep.
So the main idea there is that you want the triple mushrooms so that you can just turn around and do that skip 3 times in a row. This track has no skips, but if Wario comes in second place, that could be useful for me on Rainbow Road.
Could be good.
This is probably a good time for donations.
All right, we have a $5 donation from Toshiro29.
Shiro, nice.
Hey, Abney, Toshiro is here. This run is awesome. Watching you makes me want to get back into this game and finally break your world record. Keep up the good work. We've got a $50 donation from Anonymous. Love this Mario Kart. Wish I would have known these tricks to beat my family. Would have saved me a lot of misery. Donation goes to Runner's Choice. We've got a $10 donation from Jack Bond. Coming home to these events cheers me up every day. Thanks for making my week, guys.
Nice dodge.
We've got a $50 donation from Anonymous. First time watching a GDQ and really enjoying it. Awesome to see some of my favorite games beaten in ridiculous times. Good luck to all the runners, and may the RNG be ever in your favor. Put this money towards the Chrono Trigger 100% run. We've got a $50 donation from Spika. Spika here, have all the Mario Kart games, love seeing this game smashed, from a nurse that is a gamer. We've got a $30 anonymous donation. Was gonna donate later, but you're killing Mario Kart so badly right now. Keep it up, runners. We've got a $50
Nice.
donation from Gamba that says, how about them skips?
How about them skips? We could potentially see a really good one coming up on.
Wario's in second place, which allows me to try something new here. I haven't done this too much though, so we'll see.
Go, go, go.
Too short.
That was so close. Just a little bit further.
If you turn just a little bit more, you can get there. But yeah, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, that one is pretty tough. I think you said that Bowser gives you a little bit better chance.
Yeah, oh wow. I clipped the fence actually before I made it, so lost a lot of speed. But yeah, if you try that first jump off of Bowser, I can't get back up. It's alright. The CPUs aren't too fast.
Yeah.
But Yeah, if Bowser is in second place, it's pretty easy to make that long jump across.
And the way that the CPUs are, like basically you have like two CPUs that are your rivals, and the RNG that causes that is when you're in the player select. So like as soon as the player select screen loads, there's a counter going until you select your character, and then those two characters are set to be your rivals for the cup. So sometimes you'll get lightweights, sometimes you get middleweights, but you know on here you can basically tell just by who's keeping up with you on each track. And those are the ones that are getting the major rubber banding, snapping. Because it's like, you know, you'll drive really well, it's like, how are they even keeping up? And that's why.
Almost caught up here. And when I get to first, I'm hoping I get a green shell right here. I'll have one chance because you can only get a green shell in first or second, so the CPUs are gonna come in quickly. So I pretty much need to get a green right here.
Nice.
So I've got one chance to try this shortcut.
Nice.
So this is actually going to, similar to what we saw in Frapp Snowland, where I went back to the bridge and then drove out of bounds. I actually am going to get put back on the track, but I'm going to jump. Now I'm in first place.
Yep. So he just crossed a full lap, which now gives him more time to get another green shell to do that again. Or, you know, a ton of bananas. Oh. What?
It's a pretty good chance of getting a green shell.
Oh,
so
no.
It's pretty bad.
What? Wow.
CPUs are going to make it all the way around.
Hope they're hungry.
All right.
Nice. All right.
I'm going to wait for this chomp to come by. I'll run into it.
Nice.
So now all I have to do is drive up to the finish, and that's it.
Great run.
I do want to throw out kind of a quick plug for the time trial website for this game, which is MarioKart64.com. And the rankings have been around for almost like 15 years, and there's like over 1,000 players now on the website. There's a whole lot of people still playing this game for time trials, and they've got rankings for Mario Kart 64 and actually all the Mario Kart games. So if you're interested in time trials, MarioKart64.com. It's definitely a good place to go. We can watch this trophy sequence. Now this game does have some pretty good credits music, and it's not too long. So if we can. All right. So I'll play out the credits. Yeah. All right. But yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Abney. That was a great run. I'm going to catch up on donations a little bit here. We have Thomas with a $100 donation. I've been watching speedruns for a while now, but this is the first Mario Kart 64 run I've seen, and it is blowing my mind. Incredible stuff. Thanks for showing off such amazing tricks for a great cause. We've got a $30 donation from Weatherton. Hey Beck, you got a solid world record Kart 64 run going on right now. A testament to your skills and nerves of steel.